Welcome back. In this lesson, we're looking at AI versus machine learning versus deep learning versus generative AI explained simply. AI/machine learning educational explainer. Now let's look at stop mixing these AI terms. AI, machine learning, deep learning, and generative AI are often used like they mean the same thing. But they are not the same. This confusion makes AI sound more difficult than it really is. In this video, we will fix that in a simple way. You will learn what each term means. You will also see how they connect to each other. By the end, you should be able to explain the difference clearly. Now let's look at roadmap of the video. We will start with artificial intelligence, the biggest idea. Then we will understand machine learning, where systems learn from data. Next, we will explain deep learning, where neural networks learn complex patterns. After that, we will understand generative AI, which creates new content. Then we will compare all four side by side. Finally, we will use one simple analogy to remember everything. Now let's look at artificial intelligence as the umbrella. Artificial intelligence means making machines perform tasks that normally need human intelligence. These tasks can include understanding language, recognizing images, planning, reasoning, or making decisions. AI does not always mean a robot. It does not always mean a human-like machine. Even a recommendation system can be an AI system. AI is the broad umbrella term for intelligent machine behavior. Now let's look at AI in daily life. AI is already used in many daily tools. Your phone may use AI for face unlock. Maps use AI to suggest better routes. Streaming platforms use AI to recommend videos or songs. Banks use AI to detect unusual transactions. Chatbots use AI to answer common questions. So AI is not only the future, it is already around us. Now let's look at machine learning means learning from data. Machine learning is one way to build AI. In machine learning, we do not write every rule manually. Instead, we give the computer data. The computer finds patterns in that data. Then it uses those patterns to make predictions or decisions. For example, a model can learn from past house prices. Then it can predict the price of a new house. Now let's look at traditional programming versus machine learning. In traditional programming, humans write rules. The computer follows the rules and gives an answer. In machine learning, humans provide data and examples. The computer learns the rules from those examples. This is useful when rules are too complex to write manually. For example, recognizing every possible cat photo using fixed rules is difficult. But a model can learn from many cat and non-cat images. Now let's look at deep learning uses neural networks. Deep learning is a special type of machine learning. It uses artificial neural networks. These networks are inspired by how the brain processes information. A neural network has layers. Each layer learns something from the data. Early layers may detect simple patterns. Later layers may detect more complex patterns. Now let's look at why deep learning became so powerful. Deep learning became powerful because three things improved together. First, we now have huge amounts of digital data. Second, computers and GPUs became much faster. Third, neural network techniques became better. With enough data and computing power, deep learning can learn very complex patterns. This is why it works well for images, speech, language, and medical scans. Now let's look at generative AI creates new content. Generative AI is AI that creates new content. It can generate text, images, code, music, voice, video, or designs. Predictive AI mainly predicts or classifies. Generative AI creates something new. A chatbot can write an explanation. An image model can create a picture from a prompt. A code assistant can generate code from instructions. Now let's look at predictive AI versus generative AI. Predictive AI answers questions like, what will happen next? Is this email spam? Will this customer leave? Which product should we recommend? Generative AI answers a different kind of question. What text, image, code, or video should be created? Predictive AI estimates or chooses. Generative AI creates. Now let's look at how the four fit together. The easiest way to remember this is with nested circles. AI is the biggest circle. Machine learning sits inside AI, deep learning sits inside machine learning. Generative AI often sits inside deep learning. But not every AI system is machine learning. Not every machine learning model is deep learning. And not every deep learning model is generative AI. Now let's look at one simple analogy. Imagine a smart student. AI is the goal, the student should act intelligently. Machine learning is when the student learns from examples. Deep learning is when the student uses a powerful layered learning system. Generative AI is when the student creates something new. That new thing could be an essay, image, song, or solution. This analogy makes the relationship easier to remember. Now let's look at side-by-side comparison. AI is the broad idea of intelligent machine behavior. Machine learning is how machines learn patterns from data. Deep learning is machine learning using neural networks with many layers. Generative AI is AI that creates new content. AI can include rule-based systems. Machine learning needs useful data. Deep learning usually needs large data and computing power. Generative AI often needs massive data and advanced models. Now let's look at final recap. Let us recap the full picture. AI is the umbrella term for intelligent machines. Machine learning helps machines learn from data. Deep learning uses layered neural networks to learn complex patterns. Generative AI creates new content like text, images, code, audio, and video. Once you understand the hierarchy, these terms become much easier. Keep learning step by step. If this helped, like, share, and subscribe for more simple AI explanations. To wrap up, here is the key takeaway. You now have a structured overview of AI versus machine learning versus deep learning versus generative AI explained simply. Review the core ideas, connect them to examples, and revisit concepts like stop mixing these AI terms. Roadmap of the video: artificial intelligence is the umbrella when practicing. If you can explain the idea in your own words, you have really understood it.